Istanbul, members of a Turkish nationalist youth group assaulted 3 visiting American sailors in Istanbul on Wednesday, hurling balloons filled with red paint at them, putting white sacks over their heads and calling them murderers. The Turkish authorities later arrested 12 people in connection with the assault, which the American embassy in Ankara described as appalling. A video posted online by the groups the Turkish Youth Union, or T.G.B, shows a dozen of its members staging an anti-American protest in the touristy Eminonu neighborhood and attacking the sailors, who were not in uniform, in broad daylight. The sailors had just disembarked from the guided missile destroyer Ross, docked in Istanbul for a few days. They escaped and returned to the ship, and all shore leave for the crew was cancelled. Turkey, a NATO member, routinely allows such port calls from the United States. Hours after the video circulated, a Foreign Ministry spokesman, T.G.B, said in a statement, "We condemn this disrespectful act, which is in no way tolerable." It was not immediately clear what charges, if any, would be lodged against the 12 people arrested. The assault and the publicity it received online came against the backdrop of continuing tensions between the United States and Turkey, worsened by Turkish reluctance to fully embrace the American-led military strikes against the extremist group Islamic State in neighboring Iraq and Syria. The youth group, which is small and considered marginal, appeared to have carefully planned the assault on the unsuspecting sailors. The red paint symbolized blood, and the sacks over their heads were apparently a reference to an episode in 2003 when American soldiers in northern Iraq captured Turkish military personnel and put hoods over their heads. The Turkish soldiers were held for more than 2 days, and the episode caused outrage across Turkey and fueled an anti-American sentiment. Turkey's refusal to allow the use of its Incirlik air base in 2003 for the American-led invasion of Iraq strained relations, and some of those tensions recently re-emerged after its reluctance to play a bigger role in the American-led campaign against the Islamic State. The T.G.B members dedicated the protest to our martyrs and to the millions of innocent people slaughtered by the imperialism in the Middle East, the union said in a statement published on its website. This is a fringe group and the type of protest is marginal, but it will appeal to the wider public because it resonates with the national pride of Turks, which was hurt a decade ago, said Özgür Hazırcıklı, the director of the German Marshall Fund of the United States office in Ankara, the capital. In reference to the 2003 episode, 31% of Turkish respondents hold a generally favorable opinion of the United States, while 64% hold an unfavorable opinion, according to the 2014 Transatlantic Trends survey conducted annually by the German Marshall Fund. As the sailors broke free, their assailants chased them and shouted, "Yankee go home," and "Down with U.S. imperialism." The American embassy condemned the attack. The video showing an assault on 3 visiting American sailors is appalling, it said in a statement on Twitter. A Pentagon spokesman, Col. Steve Warren, was more blunt, saying that the assailants appeared to be thugs on the street and were a great discredit upon the Turks and the Turkish reputation for hospitality.